what causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire, but you do not have, so you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight. Friends, why does James say that we quarrel and fight? Because we do not get what we want. In other words, fighting is what happens when we realize that the other person doesn't want to do things our way. For example, back at the very beginning of the pandemic, when all of us were at home, everything was shut down, my wife and I, we started noticing that our dishes were filling up pretty quickly in the sink because we were eating all of our meals and snacks at home. And so we said, well, hey, what are we going to do about all these dishes? Well, Elaine said, hey, I think that we should rinse the dishes and just put them in the dishwasher because, quite frankly, we should not have to spend all day doing these dishes. And I said, well, Elaine, I couldn't disagree more. I think we should hand wash all of our dishes because, quite frankly, I don't like the dishwasher. It doesn't do a good job of cleaning the dishes. It often leaves a residue, and then they just sit in there for days and days and days. And friends, it was in this moment that both of us realized that we weren't going to let each other have it our way. And so what do? We began to fight. In fact, we fought about this issue for like 2 to 3 weeks. Like after a meal, I would jump up and start to hand wash the dishes, and Elaine would grab her dishes and she'd start putting them in the dishwasher, and then it was a fight over Abigail's dishes of where they were gonna go. And we just kept going on and on fighting about these dishes. Now, check this out. One day, Elaine ran out of dishwasher pods. And back then, because it was at the very beginning of the pandemic and she was 7 months pregnant, we decided that I would be the one to do the grocery shopping. And so that week, she made me a list of all the things that she wanted. Right there in the middle, dishwasher pods, right? So that night, I went to Publix, and as I'm walking down the cleaning aisle, I remember looking over at the dishwasher pods, and I looked at the list, and I looked at the dishwasher pods again, and then I kept on walking. Now, friends, I got her everything else that she wanted on her list, but I just could not bring myself to get these dishwasher pods because we were in the middle of a fight of what we're going to do with the dishes. And so a short time later, I got home, and after we finished unpacking the groceries, Elaine said, Chris, did you see that I put dishwasher pods on the list? And I said, yep. And she said, well, did Publix have any dishwasher pods? And I said, yep. And she said, well, wait a second. You're saying that you purposely did not get dishwasher pods so that we would have to hand wash the dishes? And I said, yep. And I just smiled at her, almost gloating, because now we were going to do dishes my way. Now, a few days later, I came home from work, I walked into the kitchen, and lo and behold, the dishwasher was running. And I looked under the sink, and sure enough, there was a brand new box of dishwasher pods. And I said, Elaine, where did you get these? She said, oh, your parents got them for me. I said, wait, what? And she said, yeah, I mentioned that we were out of dishwasher pods, and so they ordered me some. And I said, wait, hold on a second. You're telling me that my parents, the people that gave me life, conspired with you to get you dishwasher pods? And she said, yep. And she just smiled at me, almost gloating, because now we were going to be doing dishes her way. Friends, you see what happened there is that Elaine and I, we were both wearing a crown. We both wanted to do dishes our own way, and yet, the moment we realized that we weren't going to let each other have our way, well, that's when the gloves came out and the fight began. James says, you do not get what you want, so you quarrel and you fight.